And I want to point out two things from what you just said, and especially if folks are actually, I know a lot of individuals just listen, but if they're actually watching, Kevin, when you were going through that objection, you almost grabbed it and threw it away. And I know that is something that actually another one of our agents, Jerry Allen, had talked about, is almost like you're just throwing it out of the way. Like it does not mean anything. And then you're taking the time to become that real individual, seek genuine interest in that individual and their true need to figure out, hey, why did they mail this card in? Why am I here? Because they're not going to tell you up front.
100,000%. So the way I've always viewed it is, if you throw me this little bitty objection that's really not real, it's this tiny little flame. And if I stop what I'm doing and I say, well, what kind of insurance do you have? And who do you have it with? And what kind is it? And you think I could do better? I'm just dumping gas on that. And now it becomes this big obstacle, this big fire. We're only going to be focused on it. Confrontation doesn't work. Glenn used to say it like, Kev, that's their part of this deal. They're supposed to object. Like, they're figuring you out. Dude, can I trust this guy? Right?
Correct. And do I understand the value at this point? So even if listeners that are listening in, if they are giving objections in whatever business model that you're in, continue to move past that. Move past that, because that is just a knee-jerk reaction. And they don't see the value yet in what it is that you're trying to provide.
Zach Randolph has taught it for many, many years. Objections are not real until you get to the money. Meaning these little ones throughout, they're just seeing if they trust you, if there's value there. Now, if you get to obviously there comes a time, if it's time to sign on a dotted line and us to provide the service we say we're going to provide and the cost is XYZ, and Lindsey's like, no, I can't. Or, okay, now you got to address some things. But there's a time for that at the end once all trust is. And listen, sometimes, Linz, they tell me on the front end I already have great insurance and it's the right kind and I can't afford it. And I say, no big deal. And we keep it moving. And then we get to the end. And now, listen, they trust me enough to be an actual service provider to them. They go get the policies out. And I'm able to see they do have good insurance, meaning insurance that's going to pay when they die, right? Good life insurance, not life insurance that might not be there when they die. And we walk through it, and I help educate them on what they have. And now, hey, if they don't want more, that's fine. I did my job, because now they have peace of mind. Like, man, this guy took the time, and I know I've got the right stuff, right? And that's fine too.
Absolutely. And I love that you said that, until you really, at the very end of the process, get down to the money. And that is what I'm most excited about jumping into this. Great segue into that, Kev.
Smooth.
It is. You're smooth operator. But let me ask you this. You have interviewed thousands of individuals. And currently, for folks that are listening, he is actively growing the Missouri market. And yes, go Missouri. Yeah. So what is it, to the brand new individual, what is it that you're advertising that they will deposit their first year?
Yes. Go Missouri's right. We're having a lot of fun out there. We've got some really, really cool people that we've been blessed to find, or they found us. And you're right, Linz. I've had a million interviews, it feels like, which is, it's okay. I love people. The thing that has always bothered me a little bit about our industry is there are a lot of people, if you want to call them recruiters, whatever they are, whatever name you want to give them, they will sell you this dream. I mean, this big, shiny, crazy dream this business is. Lindsey, guess what? You can make $250,000 in your first 12 months in the insurance business, right? And in 3 years, Lindsey, you can have so much money coming in from renewals and the agency you build that you could sit on the couch with the kids all day and just be a millionaire, right? I know
Where do I sign?
Yeah, so I know that sounds a little extreme, but the first part, like, people are told very often, you can make $250,000 year one, and within 3 to 5 years, like, you're good, you're retired, and the thing. That's technically not a lie. Like that is possible in our industry. It's something that's so beautiful about it. But like, what is that? 1% of people do that in their first 12 months?
Yes, they have to have extreme discipline.
Yeah. So what I've found for me, and I believe is the right thing, is I'm very honest with what the expectations are, not just how much money you can make, but also like first year is tough here. In our industry, that first year is a gauntlet. I mean, it really is. But, you know, when you find the right person, Lindsey, and we talked about this, if Lindsey's the right person. So if I was interviewing you and I said, hey, and we'll get into the numbers in a second, hey, this business can be phenomenal, and we're going to tell you how, but this first year, this hard, and let me tell you why. Lindsey is the right person. It's okay that it's hard for her. It's okay. It's going to be a battle for the first 6 to 12 months sometimes. Lindsey just needs to know what the battle is.